I'm kind of a jerk, which I am in those settings, right? So
I'm sorry, I'm such a jerk.
And what are you going to do about it, bitch? What are you going to do about it? Oh.
Thank you for having me. I am grateful to be here. I always envied Charlie, first going on college campuses, which I haven't really visited since I left college in shame 35 years ago. But I love the idea of people being able to ask any question they want. And I just have spent my life giving a ton of speeches and taking relatively few questions. So I am grateful. I'm the beneficiary of this. So without further ado, I just want to take questions. I can speak forever. If you've ever had dinner with me, you know that. I could probably speak for 3 hours and another thing. But I would much rather hear what you think. And I should also say, by the way, my wife left for the week to visit one of our children, and I had the dogs. And so I guess I need a household staff. But anyway, I thought, we were in Maine this morning. I was like, you guys want to go to Indiana? Okay. So they came. So I hope they won't be a distraction, but they're very nice. We hunted this morning, actually. They're great dogs. So the one thing I've been asked to say is that disagreements take priority, and Turning Point will help bring you to the front of the line. Whatever that means. So without further ado, please hit me with your questions. You can't hurt my feelings. I will answer as honestly as I possibly can and as cheerfully as I can. And, feel no need to be cheerful to me, but I will be to you. So first question.
I had a big kind of question here.
I like the big ones. Hit me, baby.
So I kind of just don't see a lot of change between, the Biden administration and now the Trump one in foreign policy. We're still giving a shit ton of money to Israel and Ukraine. Nothing is happening. The war's not stopped. He promised it'd be done in a day, and it's, I don't know, how many months? 8 months or something like that. It's a long time. Your dad was in the CIA, and I was wondering, does our government even want war to stop? Do they want conflicts to end? It seems like we have a difference of interests where we're getting told one thing and the other is happening, and I feel like there's not enough communication between different sects of government, and I really think the deep state's controlling everything and we have no control.
Well, let me start at, obviously, you probably sense that I agree with a lot of that. Obviously, leave my father out of it. I'm going to have to kick your ass, which I could do, by the way, if you bring him up again, because he was a wonderful man, whatever, he did for a living. So I really do hate that. But leaving that aside, and don't test me, son. I hate to say I agree with a lot of what, I think you probably know I agree with a lot of what you've said, and it's enormously frustrating. It's shocking, actually. And I do know, I'm not shilling, I just happen to know some of the people who work in the administration who are people who agree with you strongly. I think most Trump voters agree with you. That's why they voted for Donald Trump in the first place. And, no pointless wars was not just a thing he said at one campaign stop. It was a pillar of his campaigns and of MAGA itself. I mean, what is MAGA? There's a mad scramble, particularly since Charlie's passing, to define what this is and to read some people out of the movement. You're not MAGA, but this is why I'm such an unpleasant person that brings it out of me, and I'm gonna really try to be a nice person to screechy. Oh, I could hear that. Anyway. There's all of a sudden this attempt to limit what people can say in public, and it's by people who claim to be MAGA. It's insane.
I don't have your rhetorical skills, so you'll definitely, throw a lot of shit my way that I won't be able to counter. But I wonder, for you, being at CNN, being at Fox, and you say, you're all against disinformation, but you were up there with Sean Hannity, just repeating talking points, on Fox News that Rupert Murdoch and Roger Ailes were just telling you to say. that got the Tea Party started. You can't tell me that you weren't conscious that you were spreading disinformation. In 2020,
Wait, hold on. You've already.
I had an example.
I'm gonna need. First of all, I never got talking points from males or.
Okay, well, I'm
from
sure they
Rupert.
didn't directly give them to you, obviously.
Okay. Well, I worked there for 15 years, so if you're interested in like what it was like, I'm happy to tell you as honestly as I can.
Well, it's just.
But let me just ask what disinformation means.
I think disinformation can come across in a lot of.
No, but what is
subtle
it?
ways.
What is it?
It is purposefully trying to mislead people.
So it's lying.
It can be, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's an example.
Let's just call it lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be lying just, oh, that's a lie.
Okay, so we just cut 3 syllables off the word. That's a win.
Okay.
That's a Doge move. We went from disinformation to lying.
All right.
Yeah.
So like, do you not feel like you've been part of contributing to the rise of essentially just people gaslighting each other and just, like, what are your
What's gaslighting?
What are your personal convictions? Like, do you sometimes forget what you actually believe versus like what you thought? Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I promised in the spirit of Charlie, I would not use profanity from the stage.
It's okay, I'm French. You can shit on me all you want, dude.
Okay. It's called merde, son. Okay, I would, rather than tell me what I think or what my experience was, I think it's, and I've done that to a lot of people. I've told people what they think. So I've committed that sin. So I'm familiar with it. I'm not judging you, but I'm just giving you advice. It's more evocative, it's more productive to ask what people think.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
And so you're saying you participated, I think you're saying, in a lot of things that were false and bad for the country. And what do you really think? Second question first. I really try to be as transparent as I possibly can. I think you just scoffed in the microphone.
I mean, there was text that came out in court filing.
Would you like to know what that was? Because I'll tell you.
I'm sure everyone would love to know. Yeah, when the Dominion lawsuit.
You're one of the most annoying people I've ever dealt with. This is why I don't come to college. But hold on. I'm gonna no. Hold on. I'm gonna apologize. I just want to apologize for saying that. Okay, so.
That's such an honor.
Yeah, I know. My views are like on the internet, and I don't work for anybody but me. I'm in business with my college roommate. I have no incentive to ever lie at all, and I really try not to. I supported the Iraq War pretty vehemently. I supported the nomination of a Supreme Court Justice, Amy Coney Barrett. That was like a huge mistake. Sorry. I think not what I thought she was. I support John Roberts. I support, what's the list of dumb things I've supported in my life? It's very long. I think I've learned something from those mistakes. I'm happy to admit how dumb they were. I've spent the last 22 years trying to atone for my support for the Iraq War.
I appreciate that. And
hold on, I'm not, okay, now you're annoying me again.
Oh my God.
Not here for your affirmation. So I would say, as to the text specifically, you want to actually know? I mean, are you even willing to hear it? I'll tell you exactly what that was. Those were between me and a producer of mine who I really love, who I still am close to. And that was about, it was in January after the election. I'm not repeating anything I can't prove. I don't trust any campaign, period. I never have, on either side. I just don't trust campaign consultants. They're disgusting. I still think that. But this seemed like a verifiable hit. So I go out there and I say, there's a lot of talk, and you can pull up the tape. There's a lot of talk about, election theft. We're working on it. And I'm working at Fox News, so there's a lot of, let's find out what happened. Well, within 25 minutes, a couple of the dead people call CNN to say, we're not dead. And CNN runs this whole thing exposing that I have just made this colossal error on the air. There's nothing I hate more than being wrong and humiliated like that, because I have a staff. We should get this right. And I didn't get it right because it's so easy to check whether or not someone has died that I didn't check. And I was enraged. And I was just enraged by the whole thing. And my position was, at the time, if you're going to claim it was stolen, prove it to me. I'm an adult man. I'm not taking anybody's word for anything.
How come you weren't saying these things during, on Fox News?
I did the next day.
And I'm not here to just try to argue with you. Like, I really do think this country's going through some, like, deeply troubling times.
Wait, what do you mean argue with me? You just said, wait, stop. You just,
hey,
stop. No, wait, hold on.
No,
You said, why didn't you say these things? And I said, I did the next day on the air, live on Fox News. And you're like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. No,
but you didn't, though. Like,
check the tape, dude.
Emphasis of your show, the emphasis
What are you talking about? I went immediately on the...
Cop-out. Okay, fine.
What do you mean it's a cop-out? I was completely wrong. I blamed the Trump campaign for being wrong, when it was partly my fault for taking their word for it, which I shouldn't have done. And the guy who gave me that information, I just ran into. I'm still mad at him. He's still around.
It's just, so you don't take any ownership for, like, devices?
What do you mean, any ownership?
Like, you had the #1 rated show in America.
What specifically are you talking about?
You had the #1 rated cable
I'm aware of that. I hosted it.
Yeah, I know. So you had... I know. So the amount of influence that you carried...
So you don't agree... Look, you don't agree with my views on...
No, that's not what I'm getting at. Tucker,
okay, so are you saying my views are insincere?
No, we disagree. Yes, I truly doubt your sincerity, and I think at this point in your career...
then that's your problem.
I'm trying to understand it, because it makes no sense. Like, you're worth $50 million.
I'm not worth $50 million.
30 to 50.
Get off the fucking internet, son. Don't stop believing that stuff.
Oh.
$50 million?
Go back to cable news.
Sorry.
No, but I'm just... Look, okay.
Okay, you're too annoying. So I like the last chick who like disagreed with me, and then we could have like a normal conversation.
All right.
But you're like telling me you're worth $50 million. What? Stop.
Okay, you got real defensive there. I just threw out a number that's like a lot of money. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Don't use that phrase.
You're worth...
We're done.
Well, look...
Just stop.
Can I say one...
No, you can't. Not after you say that. Leave.
All right.
Hi, we had a question.
I'm sorry, I'm such a jerk. I promise I'm going to try not to do that again.
Okay.
And let me just say, to the French kid, sorry I was snappy with you, but you really are the most annoying person I've ever met. And I mean that. Thank you. Hey.